Here, I thought I had this all adjusted, and nope. So, you guys are coming in here. You guys are checking out the title. You guys are seeing what's going on. Seeing what's going on. I did a little short about this live stream I'm about to do. And it's pretty crazy. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information. And then I'll give you enough information so you guys can look stuff up yourself and learn about what's going on. What up, Joseph? He's just looking forward to this. What up, Clinton? What up, Patrick? How you doing, Patrick? So, before I get into this, I want you guys to think about something, right? I want you guys to think about something. Oh, man, we already got a 1 in the chat. What up, Big Steel? As you guys come in, man, do me a favor. Do me a favor, guys. Shout out where you guys are from. Shout out where you guys are from. Damn, sun's in my damn eyes. Shout out where you guys are from. Can you guys do that? Yeah, you guys already know I'm from the West Coast. Holding up that W. Hit the like button as you come in. Showing you have attendance. Regardless if you agree or don't agree. What up, U-Turn? What's going on, buddy? What's going on? I knew you were going to ask. Of course, man. Of course. You guys should always be proud of where you guys are from. It ain't no fair if I'm over here talking, representing the West Coast and Cali and all that. If you guys can't represent where you guys are from. Damn, Frank. Oh, Frank, he's got it all covered. He's got Cali, Arizona. He's got it all covered. What's up, Frank? But yeah, so, and here's something else I want you guys to think about before I get going about this chapter 11 situation. I want you guys to think about something. I want you guys to think about something. When you guys go and you guys unload or go load, right? Reefer, drive in, whatever it is, right? And they take 3 hours, 4 hours, right? And then you guys get all upset, like, hey, I need my damn detention. I need my detention, right? I want you guys to think about something, right? In this trucking, there's always a give and a take, right? There's always a give and a take. Another one of my members in the building. What up, Super? First of all, before I get going with this again, shout out to all my members, man. All my members. I appreciate that. I will have more videos coming out for you guys. Shout out to all you guys. I want to say a big shout out to all my subscribers, man. I know I'm not on here a lot, man. You guys still rock with me. So, I really, really appreciate all you guys, man. No joke. I'm not going to sit here and say I love all you guys because I'd be lying because I never met none of you guys, right? So for me to say, I love all my subscribers, no, I'd be lying. But I can honestly, truly say I always appreciate you guys. And that's a fact, right? Even though I never met you guys, I see you guys on here, I do appreciate you. All right. So before I get with this union thing, right? One thing I want to tell you guys is, or for you guys to think about is, when you guys unloading or loading, it takes 3 hours, let's say 4 hours. And this just hit me today, right? And you guys are like, hey man, I need my detention. I need my detention, whatever it may be. I don't know. Put in the comments, how much do you guys get paid on detention? Put in the comments. I'm just curious. What do you guys charge for detention? And after how many hours you get it? Let me know. Put in the comments. So let's say you guys take 4 hours to load, man. You guys are really upset. You guys are hate trucking. You guys want to charge detention. All this crazy stuff that goes on, right? You hit up the broker or whatever you guys deal with, right? I'm unloading right now, guys, so it's going to shake a little bit. Actually, let me see something. Let me see if I can drop my suspension without making noise. What up, Jones? After 2 hours, $35. All right, so Kong says $50 an hour starts after 2 hours. I run dedicated. All right. So I dropped my suspension, so hopefully it won't shake so much. So let's just say this, right? So after 2 hours, you guys slap these fools, right? For 35 to $50 an hour, you slap them. Bam! I need my money, right? Let me ask you guys a question. Now, we're going to talk about this union going out, claiming bankruptcy, but this is a teaching channel, and for you guys to think about some stuff. So think about this. Now, I realize that some places maybe they might charge you or reschedule you or give you guys some bullshit. But just thinking about this, right? You guys are trying to deliver, and let's say you got like a 10 a.m. appointment, and for whatever reason you had a flat tire, the trailer fell off the truck, the back door flew open, half the fucking groceries fell out the back, you had to restack it, whatever might happen, and you guys are 4 hours late showing up to deliver. How would you guys feel if they charge you guys the $35, $50 an hour after 2 hours? So you show up, let's say you're making $1,000 on this load. You show up 5 hours late, because whatever happened. After 2 hours, they charge you $50 an hour. So then you show up, you're only getting $1,000 for the load, and they say, by the way, you're only gonna get $850 because we charge you $50 an hour. Or what if you're late and they say, hey man, we can't take it today, man. You had your slot. We got 150,000 million trucks lined up. We gotta reschedule you, man. And it's like a Monday. And they say we gotta reschedule you for like Tuesday or Wednesday. We gotta put you in a slot. And then you guys charge them the what do you call that shit? The spend a night charge or whatever. The hell you guys call that crap? Where you stay the night in the truck, whatever it is, like, you guys have different charges. But the point I'm trying to make is, then what if they charged you guys? You guys would be all pissed off, like, nah, man, I ain't doing that again. They charged me, and you'd be mad, right? But the thing is what's good for them is good for you, right? Because this is a business. And I just want you guys to just think about that for a second. You know what I mean? So, it's just something for you to think about. I might not be shit, but layover. Thank you, Aaron. Layover. That's what it's called, layover. A lot of companies do charge. Walmart charges my shipper $6,000 to reschedule a missed appointment. $6,000? Damn, RD. They charge RD said they charge $6,000 to reschedule an appointment. If it's $6,000, I would not be fucking with those people ever again. Anyway, so let's get to this. So it's titled ILW, and this ain't got shit to do with California. ILW files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Let me see if I can show it to you guys so you guys can see. It's right there. Look at that. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll read a little bit of it, and then we'll talk about it. It says the international, so I think what ILW stands for is International Longshoremen Warehouse Union is what ILWU stands for. And it says, so representing the U.S. dock workers has filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in order to address a pending allegation with the Oregon affiliate of International Container Terminal Services, Inc. So, and they filed September 30th. And it looks like this is in San Francisco. You know what? It is California. I apologize. Wait. I don't know. It's saying Oregon. It happened in Oregon. And then they're saying that they filed in San Francisco court. So, because their liability range is for $1 million to $2 million. And so, let's see. And then it says ICTSI it's a Philippine-based company. See, when you guys get in this container shit, man, this shit gets kind of crazy. But anyway, so they filed on the 30th of September. It's gonna be for like $1 to $10 million. And then it says August, the union ratified a 6-year contract for U.S. dock workers, secured improved pay and benefits for 22,000 employees at 29 ports spanning from California to Washington State. So this company is from California to Washington State, and they employ 22,000 employees. You guys with me so far? If you are, put a one in the chat and hit the like button for attendance. So yeah, so they as of September 30th, Chapter 11. Now, I don't know shit about, I ain't no lawyer, I don't know shit about bankruptcies and Chapter 11s, Chapter 5s, Chapter 2s, 1s. I don't know none of that shit. I'm just sharing you guys some information, and then you guys could check it all out. Why am I bringing this up? Why am I bringing this up? Well, you know we're in October, right? And I don't remember the date, but ITS, right, in Long Beach and the LA ports, they're closing their doors over there, right? So that's gonna affect loads, right, coming out the port, which means it affects dry van and reefer and all that other stuff, doesn't it? Because like I told you guys before, if you guys go inside of a store, you guys say, hey, SoCal, I don't do containers. I haul for the dollar store. Where do you think this dollar store shit comes from? Think about it. A lot of this stuff, guys, comes from overseas. Gets unloaded from a container to a warehouse, or a container to a train, and then a train will take it to whatever state where they unload it in a warehouse. But eventually, you guys show up, right? You guys show up and you guys load it on your dry van or your reefer, because they got reefer containers too. So why is this shit not? It still shows half my shit chopped off. Hang on. So there we go. So it affects trucking, right? So let's do a whole 360 while we're talking about this, right? So we got the one terminal going leaving Long Beach, whatever they're doing, going out of business, moving, whatever the fuck they're doing. I don't want to mislead you guys, but I just know they're not going to be at the terminal in Long Beach and LA no more as of this month. That's going to tear some shit up. So now we got ILWU, who files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, and they're from Cali to Washington State. So now we got to see how long and what happens with that situation, because we don't know what's going to happen with that, right? So that's another situation. So if you guys look, things are snowballing, right? I know you guys are sitting back saying, hey, look, the more drivers go out of business, the more companies go out of business, the more loads we get, the rates will go up. The problem about things, guys, is, I don't know if you guys notice, but as drivers or companies fall off the map, which you think would give you guys more loads, companies are falling off the map just as fast. You guys notice that? Companies are falling off the map just as fast, and that's a problem, right? That's a problem. There's a lot of companies right now that are barely hanging on after the CV-19 thing. I mean, barely. Like, you guys complain maybe you're going paycheck to paycheck. So are some of these stores and companies out here. And if they didn't have credit lines, they probably already be out of business, right? And so what they're doing now is they're exhausting their credit, doing everything they can do to try to stay in business, right? But the problem that we're having with inflation, fuel, gas, interest rates, everything going skyrocketing so high, folks out there can't go spend money that they need to go spend, right? They like to go, screw off some money and go blow it. Well, we need that to happen to keep a lot of these companies afloat, right? People ain't going to the mall like they used to. People ain't, they're not going out to dinner like they used to. People ain't blowing and buying 15 pairs of shoes like they used to. People are not doing like they used to because inflation is choking them out. And so all this is a big chain that ties together, right? It's like considered like a food chain. So for you guys sitting back thinking the rates are gonna go $4 or $5 a mile and all this kind of stuff, man, it's survival time for a lot of you guys, right? It's survival for a lot of you guys. So, like I told you guys before, man, try to stay out of payments if you can. Like I told you a year ago, go find a good company job that's going to pay you well. Stay there and weather the storm. Now, is it a good time to buy a truck? Because you guys ask me, it's always a good time to buy a truck. Because you're not spending money on a truck, you're investing money in a truck. You know, I tell you guys, a mindset starts with you guys, ends with you guys, right? Some of you guys have employee-based mindsets. Some of you guys think you're spending money on your company. You're investing in your company and you're investing in yourself, right? But there's always, in these situations, there's always a way to do things where you can survive it. All you guys can make money in trucking. Today, you guys could go buy a truck and go make money in trucking, right? It's how you budget. It's how you create your budget for your business that's going to get you through it, right? You can't close your eyes and hope and guess and throw rocks in the water and fake it and just hope it all goes well. It's not. It's not. Look at these big companies right now, guys. They're going in bankruptcy. They're closing down. Pay attention. Open your eyes. Stop having the mindset that's not going to happen to you and have the mindset that what if it does happen to me? What do I need to prepare for? And prepare for it, guys. It's that simple. You guys have any questions? I know I didn't read the whole. I mean, it's long as hell. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. It's long as hell. Maybe what I'll do is I'll post it in my community page. That's the first page, and then they have a whole nother page right here. Look, they have a whole nother page. So maybe I have to break it up, but maybe I'll post it on my community page if you guys want to read on it. But I don't want you guys having like misleading. Who owns the port? T. Hill says. Let me see. Well, let me see here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to read this more in depth for you guys. So it says, pending with Oregon affiliate for International Container Terminal Services, Inc., which is ICTSI, the union made the filing on September 30th in a San Francisco court, stating its assets and liabilities ranging from $1 million to $10 million. ILWU International President Willie Adams expressed the union's frustration with the long-standing we have attempted numerous times to resolve. So it's ICTSI in Oregon. So it's in Oregon. Union can no longer afford. It says at this point the union can no longer afford to defend itself. So I guess the union broke right now. And so, but ICTSI is from California, which I never heard of them. So ICTSI. So in California, I guess they're up north, right? San Francisco. So they're from Cali, and their ports or terminals or whatever from Cali, up northern Cali, Oregon, Washington, and all that stuff. I guess they're out in those areas. So anyway, there it says the ILW, which represents more than 4,000 members across the United States and Canada, plans to file customary first day motion with the court to maintain its cash management system. So now they're saying, so ILW represents more than 4,000 members across the United States and Canada. I hope that helped out. How's the Cascadia platform working out for your business? Maggie, it's doing good. It's doing good. Ling Kong says China. So there that goes. Cascadias are good, you know. Now I can't put no 100,000 pounds on the RGN or nothing and do that because the frame rails and all that are too light. But it does oversized and all that really good. I like the turning radius on the Cascadias, you know. So, all right, guys. So what other questions you guys might have? So right now is your turn. I wanted to share that with you guys. You guys might see more bankruptcies. You guys might see more terminals, right? So let me give you the whole platform of how this goes, right? So Long Beach is considered a port, right? It's a port. Inside a port is a bunch of terminals, right? So you'll see, you hear the port of Long Beach, you hear the port of Los Angeles, right? So one port is in the city of Long Beach. They're all connected, right? But one side of it is Long Beach, the other side is Los Angeles, right? But inside the port is a whole bunch of terminals, right? So for those of you guys that don't do container stuff, now you understand that. So there's going to be a lot of ports and a lot of terminals. I think they're going to start following suit of what goes on. The shipping lines, I don't know if you guys know, but it costs a lot of money to ship from China to out here. And if people ain't buying the stuff because of inflation and they're just trying to make it, like, I don't know how it is in your state, but I'm going to speak on me. I know the electric bill has probably almost tripled. The electric out here almost tripled. The gas bill out here for your house almost doubled, if not doubled. So everything is getting high as hell. And what it's doing is going to keep strangling people, especially if people got into houses that a lot of people, let me put it like this. A lot of people, they budget based off overtime, right? They get their job during the CV-19 thing. They've been overtime all week long, right? So they consider that part of income, which you should never do that. So then they got a better house or better this, better that, whatever they did. And so now they're not getting the overtime. They're not getting the overtime, no more, right? So now they're struggling even more, right? So the problem that a lot of Americans have is overextending themselves. For some reason, people like to overextend themselves, right? They like stuff right now, even though it's not the right time. They need it right now, and they overextend, and now they're in a situation. I'm going to tell you something else going on. Another thing going on right now, guys, is what I've seen is a lot of people that are in houses right now that haven't made their mortgage payments, because during the CV-19 thing, they didn't have to make the mortgage payments. I don't know if you guys knew that. They didn't have to make the mortgage payments. But the bad part about that, let's just say your mortgage is, let's say you have a cheap ass mortgage at $3,000 a month, right? You have a cheap ass mortgage, $3,000 a month. Let's say the whole year you didn't pay your mortgage, right? How much money is that? 3,000 times 12 is what? How much money is that? Put in the comments. So, so what's happening now is the banks out here is like, hey, that CV thing, there you go. Thank you, Kong. $36,000. So now what's happening now, and I'm going to read your guys' comments, man. Keep commenting, man. Don't think that I'm not going to read them. I will. And so what people did, attention to this, guys, here's what's so fucked up about this shit. Is people working in CV19, everybody was busy as hell doing a lot, right? At the store and you wanted some shoes or you wanted a new TV or you wanted a whatever, Xbox, whatever. All the stores are sold out of everything because people were just, not everybody, but a lot of people were blowing their mortgages and their rent payments and stuff like that on bullcrap, right? That's what they were doing. And now the banks are like, we need our money. The banks that stay in business, what do? They fall back on people that owe them money. Who owes them money? Who? Well, the people that haven't paid their mortgages. So if you look at each person owing $36,000 times 1,000 people, or 10,000, or 100,000 people, that's a lot of money that the bank needs to get a hold of. And here's the thing: if they don't have the money, which, think about it, they blew it on Xboxes and TVs and shit. So then they say, hey, I don't, I don't, I don't have the $36,000 to give you. The bank's gonna be like, then get the hell out the house, because the banks are on survival mode, guys. See, this is the part I don't think that a lot of people are not understanding. So many people think about themselves and they don't see what's really going around them in their world, right? So, and that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Damn, I only got 18 people showing attendance and hitting the like button. Not even sure why I even go live with this shit. I should just keep it to myself. Hit the like button, people. Get the likes up, man. That's crazy as hell. Anyway, so you remember I told you guys that the real estate's going to be crashing a little bit, right? It's already started in Nevada already. I'm watching this guy on YouTube. He's a realtor. And the realtor in Las Vegas is saying, don't go buy in Las Vegas. Don't go buy in Las Vegas. You know? So I realize some of your states are probably still holding it down. A lot of your states, the houses are probably still okay. And that's what you call old money, right? Old money. So if you have a neighborhood with old money, which means people that's been in the houses for 10 or 15 years, it's not going to affect that neighborhood. The neighborhoods that are going to get affected is new money, right? You got old money, you got new money. So you got the CV situation making all kinds of money. They went out and bought houses, they went out and bought cars, they went and bought all that stuff. That's what you call new money, right? Now you're seeing what's happening. And I just want you guys to pay attention, man. Pay attention to what goes on, with everything. And I'm telling you this, and I realize, I realize that you guys sitting back like, hey, there ain't nobody in the world gonna get the rest. There ain't nobody in the world gonna predict what happens. There ain't nobody in the world. Really? If that's the case, think about that. If that's the case, if that's true, right? Then why the fuck would you do a projection? So any company or anybody establishing a company, a Burger King, a McDonald's, Popeyes, right? They don't just say, "Hey, I like that piece of property over there. Let's put it over there. Let's hope it does well." No. See, you guys have to pay attention to who you guys listen to. That could be at the truck stop. That could be at the library. It could be your neighbor that's a truck driver. Who gives a fuck? Pay attention to who you listen to. Are they a truck driver per se? Or are they a business owner? Where's their mindset at? Because all these people outside of trucking, when they decide to put a business on the ground, they do projected numbers based off what that area does and how much they spend and around that time. When they put businesses in, they know exactly how much money is being projected to being spent in that area at that time. You guys know that, right? So it's the same with trucking. They project numbers based off history. History tells everything, people. History tells everything. When the rates were great, if you guys remember, when the rates were great and you guys were just loving the rates, you guys remember I told you guys the rates are going to fall? You guys remember? I projected the rates were going to fall. If you guys remember that, put a 1 in the comments. When you guys were eating like crazy, I said be ready, put your money up, get out of payments, get out of leases, get out of whatever, tighten your belt. I said the rates are going to fall, correct? So when you hear people saying that nobody can determine what the rates are going to do, but didn't I do that? I'm just asking for a friend. But didn't I do that? Didn't I tell you guys the rate's going to fall before they fell? Didn't I tell you that trucks are going to drop down cheap as hell? Didn't I tell you guys that? But your next door neighbor is going to say, hey, nobody in this world can tell you something. And ain't that I'm the smartest motherfucker on the block? There's a lot of you guys who knew this was going to happen. There's a lot of you guys knew this was going to happen. Matter of fact, if you guys knew this was going to happen, put a 2 in the comments. I need to show you guys something. This ain't just me that knows this shit. Put a 2 in the comments if you knew everything that I spoke on. You guys knew already before I spoke on it that it was going to happen. Put a 2 in the comments. This ain't just me. I ain't some brilliant scientist, damn trucker, guru, motherfucking dude out here doing this shit. You just got to know how to get to the knowledge. And just because you're weak as fuck and don't have knowledge doesn't mean everybody's like you and don't have knowledge. Some of us knows how to look at history. Some of us knows how to do budgets. Some of us know how to do all this stuff. So listen when I give you guys this message to help you guys out. Listen to this. I don't give a fuck who says what says what, whatever. Listen to my words. I think I got a pretty good damn history on telling you guys stuff, and things are happening the way I tell it, right? I'm not perfect at times. Now, like I always tell you guys, I hope I'm wrong. You guys are prepared and you guys don't lose your... Does that make sense? So companies spend a lot of money on research and data. That's what they do, bro. Exactly. So to sit back and say nobody can tell you guys what the rates are going to do, I'm on here telling you guys what I think the rates are going to do. It's up to you guys what the fuck you guys want to do with it. I don't give a fuck. But let me tell you one thing. My company's okay. I've had my own authority since 2004, 2005. I didn't freeze it, pause it, give it up. I've been in business this whole entire time. This whole time. We're still making money on my side. Oh, my dude, my boy. My boy, I got to make you a mod, Big Cat. My boy Big Cat's in the building. What up, Big Cat? Big Cat says, just dropped in the live, but I'm sure what you're saying, talking about is facts. You already know, Big Cat. So, but yeah, man, like, there are still people making money out here. Just because somebody is struggling, don't mean everybody's struggling. I'm going to tell you guys this, right? And I'm unloaded, so I'm going to have to get out of here. I'm going to tell you guys this, right? I'm going to tell you guys this. If you guys structure a good business and a good budget, you can make money in any situation in trucking. Oh, shit. Married to the Miles. What's going on, Married to the Miles? I got to make you a mod too, man. Appreciate you guys showing up. So, there's still people out here in trucking killing it. I want you guys to know that. Just because the folks you guys listen to ain't killing it, just because your neighbor ain't killing it, just because, you know, your company that you work for is not killing it, there's still people out here killing it. There's still people out here expanding. There's still people out here doing well. You know, I want you guys to understand that. Yeah, the whole realm of trucking is pretty fucked up. But being said is, if you plan for it, that means if you plan for it, that means you're not one of the fucked up people. I know for a fact, I ain't gonna speak on it, but I know for a fact, Big Cat on here is killing it. Killing it. I know exactly what he does. You know what I'm saying? Married to the Miles, killing it. So it's all about who you want to listen, who you guys want to listen to, right? If you guys listen to people that are bouncing around like a ping ball, you know, whatever, and you get that information, you fail, and they failed. Trucking is a 700. Don't for 1 second think that trucking is going to just fall flat on its face. Everything you eat, drink, wear, gas, everything comes from a truck or a train or a boat or all three. About the rates, and I'm going to get out of here. I told you guys I thought the rates were going to even out a little bit, maybe barely go up a little bit. But if you guys are expecting some crazy home run rate situation, it's not going to happen. You know, the people that are in charge right now, the powers that be, the ship is not being ran by a captain. It's on a crash course. More businesses is going to go out of business. Hang on a second. I'm going to get my paperwork. Hang on a second. Thank you, buddy. The ship is still on a crash course right now as we speak, right? There's still going to be more businesses going under. There's still going to be more companies claiming bankruptcies and chapters 11 and all that bullshit. Just because you guys don't see it and just because they ain't speaking on it don't mean it's not going to happen. How can you tell? The ones that are probably having the most problems, these are the companies with a lot of payments. If you're at the company where all they did is lease all their trucks and then put you guys in as drivers, be ready for that. Hopefully I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I really can. But you guys, all you guys are smart enough to know when you're working for a company what's going on with them. You know, it don't take some brain science trucker guru, what you guys call it, whatever the fuck, to figure it all out. Just open your eyes. What is we always sit back and say it's not gonna happen to me. Oh, it ain't gonna happen to me. Oh, it ain't gonna happen to me. Oh, it ain't gonna happen to me. And then when it happens to you, you're all screwed up and you don't know how to handle it. How about have the mindset of what if it does happen to me? How about we have that mindset? What if it does happen to me? And plan for your business or your personal life or whatever, just in case it does happen to you. So then when if it does, which I hope it don't, but if it does, something like that happens to you, you're prepared for it and you already know how to move around it. Does that make sense, guys? If that makes sense, put a 1 in the chat. Let me make sure you guys are following me. Big Cat says Trump 2024. Frank says, because you're planning for things like this, SoCal. I did. This is what happened to Yellow Freight when they purchased Roadway in 2003. Here's another thing I want to tell you guys, right? Here's another thing I want to tell you guys. When you guys make decisions, what up, the Trucker Dean Show? When you guys make decisions, I want you guys, if you learn from anything from this video, pay attention to this, because I'm really trying to help you folks, right? I can be on here all day long and talk about me. Look what I'm doing. Look what I did. Look what I did. Look what I did. Look what I did. But how does that help you guys? How does that help you guys? Fuck what I do. Stop looking at what I'm doing. Start looking at what you're doing or what you need to do to keep moving on to 2024. Right? What up, Will Burner? Always plan for the worst and work to be the best. I always tell folks, man, plan for the worst and hope for the best. That's it. Plan for it. Plan for it, right? So, this trucking rate situation, right? While they still have the people that, while they still have the powers to be right now in the crash course, you guys ain't gonna see much difference. Of course, rates ain't gonna stay exactly where it's supposed to be. Rates are never gonna flatline. It's always gonna be like a wave in the river. It's always gonna go up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little bit. It's always gonna do that. It has to. It's supposed to, right? Food chains, same shit happens. This ain't no trucking shit. It's business. I get on this bitch to try to teach you guys business. When I teach you guys stuff, it don't just work for trucking. You guys go start another business doing something else. When you plan for a business and you budget and do all that stuff I try to teach you guys about, it works for every business, not just trucking. Not just trucking. But so back what I'm trying to tell you guys, the powers to be, right? What up, Mr. Understood? The powers to be, as long while they're in power, right? It's gonna stay where it needs to be. Now, one thing I want to take, let me get back to what I was telling you. If you learn anything from this video, listen and learn this. Write it down. The decisions you guys make today, the decisions you guys make today, you might not see the results right away. If you guys make a bad decision today, you might not know it's a bad decision until maybe like 8 months from now, a year from now, right? Some of you guys are making money with lease trucks. Some of you guys are on bad leases, right? So let's say you jumped into a bad lease, but at the time you're making great money, right? And now, wherever you guys got the lease situation from, now that company who you're with, they're not doing so good, right? So now you're struggling trying to make the payments. But you've been with them for you've had this lease truck a whole year. A whole year. You know? And now you're looking at it like, fuck, man. It's been like a year later. You're like, damn, man, I shouldn't have gotten this lease truck. I want you guys to understand something. And I'm not attacking lease people. I'm just using an example. I could sit back and say, if you went to the truck lot and bought a brand spanking new truck, and they're leased on to somebody that's doing bad, and now you got a brand spanking new truck payment, struggling trying to make it. It's the same difference. High debt is high debt. I don't give a fuck if you bought the truck from a dealership or you leased it from somebody. High debt is high debt, right? So, but sometimes the decisions we make today, we don't see the results of it until down the street, if that makes sense. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is the decisions you make today, make them count. Because some of your decisions you're gonna make today, you'll reap the rewards in 2024. See, the problem with folks is this. You make a decision today, right? You make a decision, and then right away, you don't see no reward from it. You don't see nothing from it. So then you give up. Well, I did this, but goddamn it, I didn't see shit from it. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just wait. We're in this microwavable society. You want a great dinner, you go to Walmart, you buy it frozen, you put it in a microwave, put it for 3 minutes, you got a great dinner, you think. Stop doing that to your trucking business. Stop doing that to your personal life. We have 88 people in here and 38 likes. I guess that's good, I guess. So make good choices. Don't make choices for today. Make your choices today for tomorrow. Make choices for today so you can reap the rewards for 2024. Stop worrying about all the miserable shit going on in trucking. Because I want to tell you guys something. Oh, man, I shouldn't have got into trucking. Oh, it sucks. But the people at the banks, they're going through it. The people at the damn fast food restaurants are going through it. The people at the furniture stores are going through it. The people at the warehouses are going through it. The people at the ports are going through it. So they can go through it, but trucking ain't going to go through it? Is that how that works? Is that how that works? Everybody else can go through it, but shit, we can't go through it. We're trucking. Once you realize how the economy works, you're going to understand what's going on right now. And it's a chain, right? It's either everybody eats or nobody eats situation. It's a chain. You guys can't haul shit if people ain't buying shit. People can't buy shit with high ass interest rates. With their job, they're doing 80 hours a day. Or, now they're doing 1 hour a day. So just understand that. The relationships get you through these kind of times. And Big Cat knows that. Dog on the phone. He knows that. Big Cat's probably cheesing like a motherfucker right now. I've been talking to Big Cat on the phone ever since he joined Travel Loco. Ever since Travel Loco. You know what I'm saying? So he's smiling right now as we speak. And a lot of you guys are. Because you guys prepared for this shit. And in today's time, faking it till you making it doesn't work. Don't do that to yourself. Another thing in this trucking shit is this. Like, I forgot who the fuck I was talking to. Somebody in Las Vegas. And they said, hey, SoCal, what's up? I said, what you got going? Oh, I'm just a truck driver. I'm just a company driver. Like, he said that like that's like he's like a piece of shit or something. You know? And that's the fucked up part about social media. Right? Because social media, 1 minute, if you're a fleet owner, you're the popular guy on social media. Another minute, you're an owner operator, you're the popular guy on social media, and everything else is shit. It's like, look, guys, wherever you're happy at, that's what it's all about. I try to teach financial freedom, right? And I told you guys, financial freedom is not owning a truck. It's not owning a fleet. It's whatever. Financial freedom is about your finances. You guys know that, right? And just because you're a truck driver, don't mean you can't invest in other things that makes you more money. One thing I teach you guys is on opening a new security company. Already got the I do a lot of stuff with the studios, But the one thing I notice about a lot of truck excuses why they can't do something. SoCal, I know you do all that, but that's because you're local, SoCal. Who says I'm local? When am I local? When am I not? There's a lot of successful people out there that's watching this channel today that are OTR that invest in other things and have other streams of income. The best thing you folks can do is stop giving yourself excuses why you can't do something and start planning the road ahead of how to do something. And if you don't know how to do it, Google it, look it up, figure it out of how to do it. That's the worst thing we can do is sit back and give ourselves excuses of why we can't do something or why it's somebody else's fault. It starts with you and ends with you. Understand what I tell you folks that. It starts with you and ends with you. Everything, it's your life. You guys are the captain of your own freaking life. Whatever does good, whatever does bad, it's your fault. Or your pat on the back. It starts with you and it ends with you guys. You can listen to the next door neighbor. He can give you the most fucked up advice about trucking. You apply that shit and you fail. Whose fault is it? Put in the comments. Whose fault is it? You listen to your next door neighbor and you see he's a bum ass dude, ain't doing shit in trucking, or maybe he is, who knows. But regardless, if he's doing good or he's not, you take his advice. You do no research, you don't do no due diligence, no homework, no nothing. You take his advice, you run with it. We be accountable for ourselves out here, people. It's your fault. It starts with you and ends with you. It's your pat on the back, you, nobody else's. If you fail, it's your situation. You did that. Anyway, guys, hope you guys learned something from this shit. I gotta go. I've been unloaded. I'm here in Las Vegas. I know this ain't picking up, man. This thing's getting hot. It's one of the biggest killers in the United States. Stress. Stress. What takes away stress? Knowledge. Get your knowledge up, people. I'm out here. For me, guys. I'm out.